Yeah, sure.
Okay, so. Good morning, my name is Andy Alcazar. During this unit, I learned that humans make the mistake of thinking external beauty is important because that is the first thing that people see. They use that example to connect to what kind of person you are, yet never are those connections correct. Can I add some stuff?
Sure.
As humans, we tend to miss each other and understand how similar all of us are. That's why external beauty is flawed. I'm just adding like those big ideas in.
Okay.
But I figure that it's more of the personality, someone's creativity, their traits, being what they want to be gives a more profound look of what the person and of the person and how they look. I began to understand that common negative human behaviors are being stuck in a perpetual belief that makes mistakes. The result of not knowing how to do things. I began to understand some negative behaviors are being stuck in the perpetual belief that making mistakes means that we are inadequate and are unable to do things. Unable to do things. That mindset usually grows because we either make suggestions and it gets shot down before it even happens. It is, shout out if you disagree with me, Andy. It is also a result of all of the hatred in the world. We are scared to speak for fear of what? For fear of what? Why are we afraid of speaking? What are we afraid of?
A fear of error.
Error and judgment.
Error and judgment.
Error, judgment, and being made fun of, right?
Right.
And being bullied. Ridicule, and hatred. Positive human behaviors are accepting those mistakes as progress, not as a limitation of thinking. We shouldn't savagely tear down someone's ideas. We should listen to everyone's idea. As we completed our identity box, I'm going to make this a new chunk, okay?
Okay.
And because it's a new slide. And everyone who's watching this video, like make sure you make that new chunk. I began to understand that I wanted to give a look of what brought me to who I am today. Like video, okay, I'm going to do colon here because you're listing. Like video games, Legos, and the background landscape. I'll express these thoughts that gave them beauty. This is a fragment. All of these little things, my experiences and my memories, these thoughts are true beauty. For video games, they aren't limited to ground rules. They're freedom, new ideas, expressing new stories that influence me, and that inspire me to be creative. I want to create beautiful worlds. Create beautiful, imagine worlds. The same thing goes for Legos. We build things so that we can imagine, influenced, and motivated by other structures we build. Then the background landscape shows the imagination can stretch far beyond our real limits. In conclusion, imagination is my belief is part of the person you want to be. We use imagination and influence as a scaffolding that extends to new innovations and flexible thoughts instead of staying on the floor where we are comfortable. Can I add like the cave?
Yeah, I guess because it is an example of the cave.
Right. It just kind of brings things full circle for the audience. My final mask shows my promise with 3 metaphors: growth mindset, honesty, and positive thinking. The vines that tangle the mask connect to my promise by showing a mind that is not fixated on one idea. Excuse me. There are always different ways to solve one problem. That mistakes aren't supposed to be seen and what cut that growth. The cracks on the mask shows the bursting anger that wants to get out of the show, which connects to my promise. Because, okay, Destiny, cool. Without getting out of ideas, not shutting it down because of overthinking. The mental plate reveals my promise because it's the want of talking, but society seems to be pressing me down. Oh, yes. Yes, I put the bolts that are loose to show that I'm not caring what they're saying. Talking is what builds bridges. Nice. But walls are always being made to feel safe. Great. We should tear down those walls and show our uniqueness. I like this. You say a lot and with few words, which is hard to do. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I don't think you say your promise ever out loud. So like right here, you need to add your promise. And then paste everything into your slides, like at the bottom during the speaker's notes.
Wait, paste my doc under the slide?
Yeah, like, let's see if it'll let me do it now. See how, like, in here I have speaker notes? I don't know why I don't have speaker notes in the period 7, what I did. I, like, hid my speaker notes. Maybe if I click these buttons. Reminders? Oh, here, I found the speaker notes. Okay. So if I go Control F to find your doc, Andy, hit enter, aren't you at the beginning? Okay. So I could go in, and this is to everyone too. The Firewrite 19 matches the slides. So I can just copy this, paste it over. Okay. Copy this paragraph, paste it over. Okay. And then copy this, paste it over. And then you can, it depends on how you want to split up this text about, here, I'll move your promise up. So I think you should say your promise before your mask, after your identity box. So, and then it depends, here's all of the text about your, so far, about your mask. I'll put it on slide 8. So you decide how you want to split it up.
Okay.
Okay, does that help you?
Yeah.
Woo! First, make sure you plan what you're going to say. Can I put that on YouTube?